The tin says these are 15.74 grains, but when I checked them it comes out as 16.2 grains. So these rabbit magnums are quite heavy. And now that I've got the speed, that one's 6, oh no, just changed to 6.2. Now I know the speed and the weight of these rabbit magnums, I just run them through the calculator and see what the pair I get. The rabbit magnums was quite a slow pellet. I'm using the fastest speed, and I'll multiply that by the fastest speed. That was 549 feet per second. I'll then multiply it by the weight of the pellet, 16.2 grains, and then divide it by 450, 240, and that should give me the power. And it's just a little bit over 10 foot-pound, 10.8 foot-pound. These are the rabbit magnums, and looking down on the heads you can see various slight differences. Very subtle, maybe not very obvious, but this one, that is the standard unfired one, a new one that hasn't been used, and you compare that with some of the shapes of the heads you see on the fired ones. They do alter slightly. Perhaps if I flick them over you can tell the difference just that little bit easier. They don't seem to deform very much, and as they're a bullet shape, quite heavy, perhaps they're not designed to expand as such, but it's nice to see that the head does deform. It does round over from the more pointed shape to a flatter shape on occasions, and that the length of the body, it shrinks a little bit, and therefore the head would actually mushroom out just a little bit, maybe not by much, but it does give an expanding hunting type pellet. So it's just not the straightforward bullet pointed shape. It does alter, and that obviously will give some impact and knockdown power, not only with the weight for the shock value, but also the way it deforms. I don't think deforming is a big issue with these, they're just not designed for it, so the weight of it must be the main factor, but for those that like a little bit of deform out of the pellet compared to some that don't deform at all, perhaps this is good news to know that these have some sort of extra performance rather than just the weight and the speed. And there's the shape of the standard unfired one compared to the others you can see.